It was a 3-in-1 celebration for the Group Managing Director of GTEX Global, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, as he celebrated his birthday, officially launched his foundation, Stephen Akintayo Foundation, and also launched his latest book, Billionaire Codes. Dr. Akintayo, a prolific author, has 36 books to his name, including Survival Instincts, The Information Millionaire, Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment, Managing Family Finance, among others. One of his most popular titles is the best-selling Billionaire Habits that has sold thousands of copies globally, with hangouts in over 50 cities around the world, building habits of billionaires in people. Dr. Akintayo has hosted international best-selling authors, including Robert Kiyosaki, Dr. Brian, and Dr. Les Brown on the Billionaire Habits Masterclass webinar, a global webinar organized to instill into young people the habits of successful billionaires and how they can replicate same. The Billionaire Codes, a 200-page book, is a sequel to Billionaire Habits. During the book presentation, Dr. Akintayo explained what birthed the Billionaire Codes.
We started last year with a book called The Billionaire Habit. It was a Facebook live series. In fact, it was accidentally written because I just started a Facebook called The Billionaire Habit and people loved it. And then we said, okay, part 2. People loved it. Then part 3. And before you know, I just said, you know what? We just need to turn this to a book.
The author further gave a breakdown of the codes that readers should anticipate in the book.
Billionaire's Code indeed, right? Part 2, we have Honor and Friendship Code. We have Part 3, Confidence Code. Part 4, we have Purpose Code. Part 5, we have Philosophy Code. Every successful person has a philosophy. That's one of the things I realized. They don't even compromise it. They don't joke with it. Part 6 has routine code. In other words, you can call that is rituals. Every billionaire I know has a ritual. There are deeper principles that takes people far, right? You have to discover your own too. Right? People end up discovering those things and then continue that pattern. So there's a routine code.
The unveiler of the book eulogized the author and challenged Nigerian youths to emulate him.
Stephen is a very good example to showcase that you can make it in life without a crooked method. You don't need to be a Yahoo boy. If all young people are like Stevens, Nigeria will be paradise.
And then the business of the day, the unveiling of the book.
Yeah. Put your hands together. Please put your hands together.
Well-wishers present expressed their view on what is expected from the author in the new book.
It's not his first book, and a lot of people have read a couple of his books, which it has always been a great book, which I believe that with this particular one launching today, the Billionaire Code, it will also be a very great book.
Why the Billionaire Code is just also about those hidden secrets, which people know it or do not know, that a lot of these billionaires as well do not share.
Akintayo, who had a chat with Channel's book club after the launch, further spoke on what inspired him to write Billionaire Codes.
What I realize is that a lot of the wealthy people in Africa don't write books about how they got to where they are. And if we want to end poverty in Africa, we need entrepreneurship. We need to raise more entrepreneurs. And our entrepreneurs are failing. We know how many Greek businesses are folded up in how long, right? And sometimes because some of those I had didn't write certain footnotes that those coming should avoid. In Western world, Bill Gates has a book, Warren Buffett has a book, Richard Branson has a book. I mean, some have multiple books, not one, not two. And why are we not doing the same? So for me, it was a challenge. Like I shared with some of the other media company, I am willing, no charge, to work with some of our wealthiest people to help them write their book as well. Because we need to start communicating the values that help us to get to where we are. So for the Billionaire Code, my personal life, I started our business with 1,000 naira. We've grown to a multi-billion naira corporation. And so my journey is there, but also the journey of many other billionaires that I know, that I've admired, some that I have a relationship with. And I've seen that the pattern is almost the same. The values are almost the same. The codes are almost the same. Always prioritizing value instead of money. Always prioritizing relationship instead of money. I mean, I have a life mission of raising 1 million millionaires before I die. It's one of the covenants I had with God. So hopefully the book, helps in that journey.